Hey guys, welcome to another video. And it's been a minute. It's been busy. I have reignited a business of mine. I had a business for quite a while, and when COVID hit, it was the kind of business that COVID destroys. Okay, we'll just put it that way. And so I just kind of said, fuck it. I said, fuck it, which really sucked. It was a business where you have, I did lose some clients because of, well, both COVID and then me deciding to not continue it afterwards when COVID got better. Because by then, I'd lost so much customer base because I couldn't work because I couldn't go like if you know I'll just tell you straight out, it's a cleaning business, so it's you know you can't go inside like during COVID. That was the thing, right? You can't be near people, you can't go inside. And so yeah, that really kind of put a damper on the business. And um and yeah, so so I had to halted it, and it's been halted for quite a while. I ended up going and getting a different job during the halts and all that. And there's a couple of reasons I decided to restart it up. One is I really did love doing it, and I feel like things are better now. And if another COVID happens, I'll just do things differently. Um, we'll just pause it, but we'll continue it after. Yeah, you know, yeah, yeah. It was one of those situations where, I was going broke because of not being able to go into the clients' homes and stuff, right? So yeah, and and then so I really enjoyed doing that business. For someone who doesn't like to leave their house, that was the one time I liked to leave my house, and I think it did me good. It was a business I loved, and without it, I would not leave the house. Yeah. So it's good motivation for me as well. It's that one thing that like gets me out the door. And so the second reason I decided to go through with it, because trust me, running a business is it's got its complications. And we're back to starting from scratch because I've basically lost all the clients. It's been 5 years, you know. So yeah, so we're starting from scratch again. But I'm keeping the same business name that I had before, so we kind of we're starting from scratch, but the clients I used to have follow still follow some of my stuff. So we might get clients a little faster than I did the first time around. That's what's been going on with me. That's what's been keeping me a little extra busy. I've been busy like just getting supplies, getting my website back up and running, contacting, a bunch of people, getting the legal side kind of dealt with. And yeah, so yeah, I'll definitely talk more about that when we're a little more situated. But I thought I'd just let you know why why it's been a little lackluster on videos lately. Yeah, I've just been busy on that. I feel like I'm starting to get kind of like situated where there's not as much to do. This past week's been a lot of like pricing and figuring out what I'm gonna provide and all that. and yeah, we're past that. I've done that. That was my biggest focus this week. Technically had my first client this week. It's a friend of mine. He's a bit of a hoarder. He moved into a house a while back. He was having some health problems, diabetic, ended up getting his leg amputated on, and so he needs some help. And so I gave him the friend discount, so he's not paying what I would normally charge in the business. But I did that the first time around. Friends would get like the friend discount, a pretty good deal on cleaning services and stuff. So he is technically my first client of the business, and yeah, so I've been doing that as well this past week because he needs a lot of work done on his house, and so it's a lot of organizing. I haven't even gone to the cleaning part for him yet, and yeah, so I've been using his money to fund a little extra stuff for the business. My plan is to put it all to the website. So, as with many, many things, if you pay for like a year of some stuff, you get a deal. Website hosting is pricey. And I'm very happy with the one that I am using, but it's not the cheapest. But I didn't want it to be the cheapest because I want it to have all the things I need as a cleaning business, right? So it's not the cheapest, and honestly, it might even be the most priciest. It's the hosting I've used on websites throughout the years well, I wouldn't say over 20 years, but roughly 20 years, so yeah, and so my plan is to use some of his money to pay for the year of the website so that at least that can keep up and running. So it's gonna be pretty rough the next few months, because it's I think we're at a place where the videos should be fine, but business wise, if you've never ran a business before, I'll tell you in a nutshell how it goes. This is my third, so I've ran a couple in the past. They all did good, I just decided not to run them anymore. But and this one is a continuation of business number 2. Yeah, it's the same business name. It's all the same shit. Yeah, same services, all that. It's, just I decided not to renew it, around the COVID time, and yeah. But the thing is, you put in more than you get the first year. Yeah, so that's usually how it goes with new businesses. It's very tough to be a business owner. I like it because of flexibility. I'm able to kind of pick my hours. And so that's one big reason that I have worked for myself for so long now. I pretty much started working for myself in 2010 is when I started the first business. It's in the beginning preps right now, so I have the license, and I've been buying supplies and all that shit, but it is still in the beginning preps. I'm still trying to get clients, and yeah. Another reason I thought of doing it is that there's been so much talk lately about all this AI stuff, right? And it started to get me a little worried. I always felt like YouTube as a passive income, right? But what if it gets so crazy eventually that it's impossible to actually make money on YouTube because there's so much AI shit, right? There's all this talk about how AI is taking over, myself as a video editor. There's AI stuff that can do video editing better than I can, and I've been doing it for almost 10 years. Granted, I'm a pretty, I don't like to do too many flashy things in the video. I like the authentic, I try to just kind of chill. We talk to each other. Well, there's no one talking back to me, but you know what I mean. I try to make it kind of like a casual experience, and you're talking to like an average person. AI, I feel, is getting so professional out there, and the thing with AI is that pretty much anyone can use it, right? So it started getting me a little worried on my other side gig that I do, right? And so I thought, I'm like, well, let's put the two dreams together, because having my cleaning business was always a dream. I enjoyed doing it, and like I said, it gets me out of the house. I can pick my own hours, and I've always enjoyed doing it, and more importantly, I've done it before, so I know I love doing it, right? It's not just this new thing, right? And yeah, because I was still running my second business when I started the YouTube channel. The first one, the main one, the gaming channel. So I got the two dreams kind of together. One is just a more realistic dream. There is, technically, I work for myself when I do videos, right? I need to make the videos good in order to get paid. And yeah, there's nothing more than working for yourself in that sense, right? Yeah. That's the bad, again, on the topic of working for yourself, that's definitely a con, you do have to find, you have to get the money rolling in, right? Like, yeah, it's always easier to work for a boss or something. They supply the work, you get paid no matter what, right? Yeah. But yeah, so I thought it would be, the thing I can do, I still do my content. I'm still making videos. I've got one channel that's monetized. We're hoping to get this channel monetized one day. But we're pretty far away from that still. But yeah, and then while we're doing that, I'm working on my business that is local. This is definitely a business that I can't generate money from the States. The YouTube is worldwide business, and the cleaning business is definitely local. So and I feel like, I had two ideas for a business. It was to do the cleaning business again, or to start my own video editing business. And while I've really wanted to start a video editing business, I thought about the AI thing. I'm like, I might be fucking myself over doing that. If AI gets better, and we all know it will, it will eventually get better. And it's really good right now. There are people who do not know how to edit videos that are out there editing videos with these AI systems. And I'll say straight out, I don't use that. I'm an Adobe Premiere. That's how I edit all my videos. And yeah. And that's why I'm glad that we have a monetized channel, because I pay for that shit. But it's a good program, and yeah, but nowadays a lot of people use all these like AI programs that where it just does all the stuff for you. And not gonna lie, sometimes I'm like, well, I run 3 or 4 channels now, maybe I should do that. But I'm not going to. You know, we don't do anything super fancy, right? I'm capable of editing these myself. I'm not throwing fancy stuff into these videos, so yeah, it's not a big deal. But yeah, so those were the two options. Yeah, I'd been kind of in my head planning a video editing business for 4 years now, but I just, you know, businesses take money, and I wasn't willing to put the money in 4 years ago for a video editing business. And now that I was like seriously thinking about it, um, now AI is such a big thing. So that really, yeah. And I feel like AI can't fuck over my cleaning business, not yet. I can't think of a way AI could, because the safest businesses out there are manual labor businesses. I think cleaning businesses are safe, and warehouses, and yeah, it's really digital that's not safe. Like, AI steals art, it steals video creation. Hell, for all you know, I am AI right now. for all you know, I am not even here. Just kidding, it's me. It's me. But the point is, that's how good AI is getting. There are some videos out there that are of some YouTubers, and it's AI generated. Most of the time it's to show you, it's not to fool you, but they do exist, and yeah, so that's where my thought process was when I made the decision. A part of me was like, it would be cool to like change it up. I've had a cleaning business before. Maybe we change to something else. I always had a dream of, well, not really a dream, but because the Mist of Darkness channel makes money, I always told the community, I'm like, one day when I got the money to do so, we're gonna make things. Like, I'm gonna craft, and I'm gonna start selling my own store. And that's still in the thoughts. Yeah, that is still in the thoughts. And the cleaning business can maybe fund that idea down the road. That is not something I'm looking to do right now, but it always was in the thoughts. I always wanted to make things for the Mist of Darkness channel. Like little, gaming things, but merch. My goal always was to not rely on a merch company and make it my own. And we have the Mist of Darkness website. I don't think it does anything right now. I can't remember if I have anything on it, because I don't pay for hosting for it. Just with the business, I pay the hosting, because hosting is pricey, and unless people are actively going to that website, I'm not gonna put money into it, right? But I do keep it just so no one can take it, basically, because I do have plans one day to do something with the Mist of Darkness website. So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. Got a new phone. So you guys are on my Android right now. But the business needed a phone, and I thought about it. I'm like, do I get a landline? That's how I did it the last time. I got a landline through my internet company, and then I just transferred all the calls from the landline to my cell phone. This time I was like, it'd be nice to have a dedicated phone, to the business. I had like the landline the last time, but but it would be nice to have a dedicated phone. Nowadays, things are so different. I've been noticing that because back when I first started the business, I would bring a little portable device for the customers to like pay. Now you can do it on your phone. Your phone is like a payment thing, you know, like a payment terminal, which is just so crazy to me. I can't believe I can use my phone and then I just turn it to the customer and they fucking pay. Like, it's so nuts. It's so nuts. It's crazy, the technology, right? So once I realized that was also a thing, I'm like, okay, let's get a dedicated cell phone for the business. And then I will, you know, I'll just, you know, do that. So I did. And I figured I've always been so against Apple, but I'm like, it's the business phone. I just write it off anyway, you know? So, so I figured, what the hell? I'm an Android girl. Let's see how an Apple phone is. I'd never had one. I always buy Android. So technically I am both now. So I got this. I thought I'd get a cute little pink back. I need to get a protector though. I haven't done that yet. Been spending a lot of money on the business lately, so yeah. So that'll be, it's in the future, but probably a next month thing. You know, business startups can be a little pricey. Yeah. But I'm very proud to say, out of all my businesses I've ever ran, I always had money in savings to get things going. I've never used a loan to get a business up and running. The first time I did it, I worked at a camp job. I've talked about the camp job once in a while. That was all to fund the first business. And then the second one, I had savings in the account, and then same with this one. Yeah, it's pretty much, what's beep? Oh, it's unlocking. Oh yeah, because I have face reveal or whatever on it, so it probably was trying to find my face. Yeah, so it's not bad. I still like my Android better, but it's good too. Like, I'm just used to my Android, so that might be it. But yeah, I was actually going to record this video on this phone because it's got the better camera. But for some reason, they sent me this. Where is this the one? They sent me this cord, right? So there's the two ends. And they're the little micro ends. They're not USB. So, you know, I was like, oh, I could record on here. And then I realized, shit, how would I transfer it? Like, yeah. And so there clearly must have been something else in the box that I forgot about. I'm going to have to look around the room and see if there was, like, there had to have been an adapter or something, some way to have a USB going into something, because to transfer, I need that USB end, right? And yeah, and because it's iPhone, I can't use the one that I use with this. It's different plugs, right? But yeah, but I may start using the business phone for our videos here, because it's 4K. And you know what I need to do, but I'm kind of strapped for this month. But these videos I need to get a clip-on mic for these videos, get the sound a little better. But this is what we got for now, okay? Yeah. In due time, guys, in due time. Also, I had to get a new watch. Well, actually, the watch is the same, but the band is different. And I've been on this pink thing because pink is kind of, pink is the logo of the business. Because I really like, I'm not like, my favorite color is like, well, I have a few. I like purple a lot, and blue, and black. Yeah, hence the black shirt, I guess. Black is like 90% of my wardrobe. But with the business, I thought we'd go a little pink. It's a cleaning business, and yeah, I thought so it fits our vibe with our pink phone, our pink watch band. It's very unlike me, okay? But it's I thought it'd be cool for the business. So yeah, I had to get a new watch band. I bought them a while back. So luckily I had a bunch. But these I bought like, I don't know, maybe a year ago or something, because the watch band had actually broke before. And yeah, so I'm gonna see how this one does. It's always this metal thing that seems to like tear, but this one's different the way it goes around my arm. So it might be better. Like, even like here, I'll unhook it and you'll see that it actually goes into like, yeah. And I think that's going to help it survive, because the old one would have like this metal, and then it would go under the metal like a normal watch, and then it would start wearing and tearing at the band because of that. So I think because it goes under this like, rubber, I have hopes that this is gonna last. But yeah, I was at my friend's place doing, cleaning his house like I was talking about before, and I went to go pick something up, and my watch was like falling apart, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? What's going on with my watch? And he's like, oh yeah, I was gonna ask you. I'm like, you knew? Like, you noticed and you didn't tell me? And so I went and took it off, and like all the metal parts were just like falling. Yeah, so it was all the metal crap. So yeah, hopefully, I imagine they know that that's an issue, right? And why else would they make it so that it goes under the rubber? Like, yeah, they must know that that's a big issue. But yeah, I up until like I decided to start working out and like losing weight and stuff like that, I would never wear a watch, because I'm not really a watch person, although I think it looks nice. It looks great around my wrist. But point is, I would never wear it, because I got my phone. I'll just look at the time on my phone, and yeah. So I really just have a watch to track steps. A lot of the time, if I'm gaming, I take the watch off because I'm not moving, and I find watches are good in situations like right now, where my hands are kind of free. They're not resting on anything, but when I'm gaming, they're resting on the keyboard, and the watch gets in the way, we'll say. Yeah, because it's a comfy watch. It never gets uncomfortable, but it can get in the way when it's like, when it's resting on a table or something. So I usually take it off when I game, but or if I'm doing anything that doesn't require movement, because literally that's why I use it, is to track the steps. So yeah. So that's basically it. My alarm clock, I said I would show you it, so let's do that, I guess. This is my new alarm clock. The other one is, I'll just show you here in a moment. It's just to the side of me. We're gonna garbage it. But this was my old one, and it looks pretty dirty. But it's okay. It's going in the garbage. What would happen is the numbers, they were LED on that old one, and they started flickering so bad that the 6 would look like an 8. And I could never tell what time it actually was because they started flickering to where you can't see the numbers properly. So I'm like, okay, time for an alarm clock. I did put it off for a couple of weeks, but I finally got it. And it's a pretty nice one, actually. So yeah, I paid like $50 for this one. And the I'll show you, I'll test with the iPhone. See, now that I have another phone, if I need to like show you something on a phone, I can. I always had to take like a screenshot or something. But this part right here, it charges your phone. And then we have the up and down. So I was using that to set the time. And snooze, our favorite button ever. And the 12:24. I like 12. I can read 24-hour clocks. I was in cadets when I was younger, and then the Army when I was, young but older than when I was in cadets. And so I can totally tell 12 o'clock. Plus my YouTube, when I schedule the streams, they actually, even, I think you would even see it when they're scheduled on YouTube, but they go by a 24-hour clock as well. Yeah, like the streams are usually scheduled for 1800. So yeah. And then we have, this I think is the radio, and I haven't tested it out yet. And sleep, I haven't even tested the alarm out yet, honestly. So yeah, because I just got it the other day, and I don't have to be anywhere on weekends, so yeah. But yeah, so the alarm, and yeah, I'll probably be testing it out possibly tomorrow. I'm not sure if I need to be anywhere tomorrow yet. So yeah, but I realistically should be working tomorrow. But client's supposed to call me, and we'll see if he does. Yeah. But yeah, that's my new clock, and I like it. And I love that you could charge your phone on it. Yeah. So very cool, very cool. And here's the back in case you're interested. But yeah, so it's got a subwoofer on the back. So yeah, looks great. Okay, so that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll do my best to keep them weekly. But at least now you know why we kind of got a little off track for a little bit there. And yeah, so I'm grateful that the heat wasn't too bad today. It's been hot the past week. We've had a really nice summer over here. It has not been as hot as it usually is, but this past week we had a little bit of a heat wave, and so I wasn't sure how well the editing or the record would go today, but I did prep. I ran the AC unit for a while before I got ready to record. I had my fan going, and then I shut it down as we got here, but still, on hot days that wouldn't be enough. You need it running while you're doing stuff, right? But it seems to be enough. It's starting to get a little hot now, but, honestly, I've been sitting here for almost an hour, so that's pretty good. And And I don't know if you heard that, but that's my tummy growling. So I think I'm gonna go grab some food. And I'll show you what it is. I'll take a picture of it when I go down there. And I'll pop it in the edit. But last night I ordered Little Caesars. And so yeah, I was craving a stuffed crust pizza. It's my favorite pizza. But they charge so much. It's so easy to make too. I've made stuffed crust pizza and it's so easy to make, but they charge so much extra, right? But Little Caesars is good with their prices, so I just got like a pepperoni. I just wanted a cheap stuffed crust pizza, so I just got like a nice limited topping pizza. So I got the pepperoni stuffed crust. And then I also got Italian crazy bread. I love that crazy bread. It's pretty much like their crazy bread, except there's a lot extra cheese on it. There's some like Italian seasonings. And yeah, the night I ordered it, I'd gone like a little, not like a 2 liter of soda, but like like a single bottle, I can't remember how much they are, 591 ml or something. That's done. We'll be a good girl, have some juice with our pizza. So I think we're done. I'm gonna go edit the video so we can get on the channel today. Plus I gotta go do the news video for tomorrow and for the main channel for the gaming news. I hope you had a great weekend. Have a great upcoming week. And as always, I stream over on my Mist of Darkness channel. If you ever want to come hang out, feel free. Usually just gaming and chit-chatting with the viewers. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of WoW over there this week because the leveling and rep buff. So yeah. And have a good one. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.